Hello there, my beautiful Pisces, and welcome to or welcome back to your channel. This is your daily reading for Tuesday, May 5th. Time is fluid. This is your channel, Pisces. You can resonate to any of these readings. If you have strong Pisces in your birth chart, cross watchers, you are welcome. And just keep in mind that time is fluid. So we have your number for the day that is being highlighted from Spirit is 99 with I am courageous. It is time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. All right, Pisces, with getting 99 for the day, there could be something that you are planning to do or thinking about doing that does require some courage. It does require some bravery, whether you're going somewhere, thinking about doing something, putting yourself out there, starting something. In whatever way, shape, or form, the 99 comes in and tells you to be courageous, to be brave, to put yourself out there, to have more realizations of what you're meant to do, where you're meant to go, where you're meant to be. Now, some of you born on the 9th, it doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. 9s also bring about a cycle completion. So there could be a cycle that is completing in your life right now, or there could be some type of ending that you are putting to something in your life. Whenever this card comes out, I feel like it's more of a free will completion. I mean, some of you, yeah, something is just coming to cycle closure. But for some of you, you are thinking about ending something. Let's see what else you got going on here, Pisces. You also have Eclipse and Aquarius with Awakening. Your deeper resolve rises. So when this card comes out, there is an epiphany moment. There is an awakening to what you're supposed to do. And these cards actually match each other very well, because there is this sense of having a realization with the double nines. And then Eclipse and Aquarius comes in to bring you that awakening. So you're going to start figuring more things out. Eclipse and Aquarius energy. Aquarius rules the 11th house of community, friendships, the world at large, the collective per se. And with this card coming through, you could be having realizations about specific people in your world, whether they are seemingly so negative or positive. You may start having these moments of understanding things that you couldn't understand in the past. Aquarius energy goes against the grain. Aquarius energy is known to be the rebellious sign. And you also have I am courageous. So you could be doing something or deciding to do something, go somewhere, whatever the case may be, that seems like it is courageous. It seems like it's different from what everyone else is doing. There could be Aquarius energy in your chart or around you. Your angel for the day is Live Your Joy. I mean, there you go. Thank you, angels, for supporting me as I follow my joy. So as you are going down the path of fulfillment, happiness for yourself, I'm going to tell you, Aquarius energy, they don't care. They really just, I mean, you know, there's obviously a level of care inside of everybody, but the fact that you have the ruling sign that does go against the grain, and now you have this angel of Live Your Joy, do what you want to do, Pisces, no matter how other people feel about it, because I do feel like there could be something that you are doing, you are starting, and you are planning that you will reap reward from in the future, where you may have certain naysayers actually kind of go back on what they thought. And they're like, oh, wow, this actually was a lot more positive or a lot more beneficial than their opinion thought at first. So you're really strong in this sense of going against the grain and really just doing what you want to do, living your joy, right? Happiness looks different for everybody. And there's definitely either like an opportunity or a plan or an endeavor that you are starting or going to do that could seem a little bit out of the ordinary. Metatron is giving you go with the flow with paddle on. Exactly. So you're feeling called. You are feeling guided. You know, some of you may be going on a boat. Some of you may be traveling with the go with the flow energy. But the universe is saying, just keep moving forward despite what other people think. and or despite the mental tricks your mind could be playing on you around this time as well. Because when we do have these energies of being courageous and being brave, sometimes that will create a sense of, oh, should I do this? Should I not do this type of energy? So let's see what your overall energy is from the tarot and get some more details on this, because it looks like your oracle are very specific in you taking a chance towards your happiness. Let's see what we have in your tarot theme card. And you have confront with the moon. All right, so the moon coming in could indicate some type of emotional confrontation you could be having with yourself. It could also be an emotional confession that comes in. The moon astrologically is ruled by Cancer, but in the tarot, Pisces, you rule the moon card. So there could be certain things that come to light that exposes where you will find more happiness in life. So let's clarify that moon energy here. Something is definitely coming to light around you or in your own energy. And with the moon, we have the Six of Pentacles. So there could be an exposure of where there is reciprocation in your life and where there isn't reciprocation in your life. There could be some type of path of money or finance that makes itself known to you around this time. What's coming your way is the Two of Cups. Your influence is the Judgment card. What's unexpected for the day is the Chariot. Your advice is the Five of Swords, and your outcome is the Ace of Wands. So there is that new path. There is that epiphany moment. There is this new vitality that is coming your way. So it could be an idea that sparks between you and another person, Two of Cups, that this courageousness requires you and another person to do something. I get like business ideas between you and another person. You have the Chariot here in your unexpected energy, which would indicate an unexpected breakthrough. And you do have this awakening. You do have this energy of courage. You do have this energy of living your joy. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, there is, with the Two of Cups here, some type of connection revolving around this. Right, I already mentioned to you that Aquarius energy rules the 11th house of friendship. So there could be a platonic situation here between you and another person. Let's see, Two of Cups to the Star, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands. Why do I feel like for some of you, you are in this position of getting closer to certain people and distancing yourself from others? You know, we have the moon here to the Six of Pentacles. Do you ever have that happen in your life where you have a really amazing friendship and you have other friendships that maybe are on different levels? I feel like you could find yourself comparing things or relationships around this time, because it looks like what's coming your way is you getting closer to other people as you distance yourself from other people. So whether this isn't a work situation or a friend situation, it definitely has to do with a community. It definitely has to do with that 11th house energy for sure. Could it be love for some of you? Sure, if you have options with love, but I'm getting more like platonic community connections here, where it looks like you are understanding what fuels you and understanding what type of people fuel you and understanding what other people drain you. And, you know, it could be a courageous moment for you to detach yourself because you may have stayed connected to people out of fear or whatever reason why. But it looks like what's coming your way is this understanding of people you should get closer to you to, and an understanding of people that you may be better off detaching from. And it looks like it comes from a level of balance and reciprocation. And it could be a level of balance and reciprocation on an emotional level. Who do you feel like actually cares for you? And who do you feel like just cares when they feel like they should care? Judgment with your influence. We have the Sun. Yeah, there's the truth exposed. the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So there's a really big highlight of who brings you happiness and stability in your life. And now you have the Ten of Pentacles here, so we can throw in like family dynamics. But for some reason, I'm not really feeling full-on romance. Like I said, for some of you, sure, with options. But I really do feel like it's a highlight on energies of a platonic level or family level, coworker level, friend level. There is a huge exposure for you here, Pisces, of who fills your cup and who drains it, basically. And you have the Queen of Cups. There's the cups that are being fueled or drained. So, as you distance yourself from certain people, it looks like you are getting closer to others. Now, some of you, like I said, you could leave a job, you can cut off a situation. This looks like, oh, that's where I got the download earlier with the 99s. I felt like this was a free will detachment. This was a free will cycle closed. Like, I don't feel like for everybody this is something that just occurred. I feel like it's something that you played a part in detaching or leaving from. On the Chariot of what's unexpected, we have the Ace of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. So there's that new job down the path. There's that breakthrough. There's that stability. There's that feeling more stable that could unexpectedly come your way. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles to the Chariot could show me that there could be finally a breakthrough in receiving a new job that you like. You know, sometimes the first couple jobs or interviews we go for might not be exactly what we're looking for. This type of combination gives me finally, you know, instead of just stopping your search, paddle on, see what else is out there, and you will find it. So there is an energy here of, you know, not staying in something that you just know is not going to be a good thing for you. Whether that be a work scenario, a friendship, a situation, whatever the case may be. And you will unexpectedly be guided to something that will work for you. So let's see, on the Five of Swords, which is your advice, which is interesting. Your advice is giving you the energy of, if you feel like you have to fight for something too hard, or fight for somebody to care, or fight for something to make you feel good, it probably isn't worth it. And your advice, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, exactly, and the Six of Wands. So you're being advised to be decision focused on really what and who makes you feel stable. Because there's going to be a big highlight right now, Pisces, on what type of dynamics and situations are good for you and just what aren't. And on the Ace of Wands and your outcome with that new path, that new idea coming to light, this realization you are having, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Emperor, and the Moon. Yes. So it looks like you had to go down the path of uncertainty to find this new path. You had to be open to seeing what else was out there. You had to be open to seeing what other things can occur. You had to be open to seeing, well, what if I detach? What can happen? And on the Moon, we have the Six of Cups. So there is love, there is care, and there is compassion returning back into your world. So I feel like this could be happening on an emotional level or a very, very strong physical level. I feel physical a lot more for people who can resonate with this reading in terms to like new job, new money situations, new ideas and how to make money, things that are connected to that physicality of life. But I also do feel like you can resonate to this on an emotional level with certain connections or certain situations, you know, like for example, if I were to put the emotional energy in the physical energy, some of you are just leaving a place of work that you just feel like you're not cared for there. They just don't care. They'll overwork. They'll do this. They'll do that to people. And they just expect everyone to be happy. And it might be a courageous thing for you to step away, detach, or fully remove it from your life. Because it looks like you're having an awakening on what you truly deserve out of relationships and situations for yourself. And because you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups here, it could happen on a multitude of different levels for you. But it's ultimately going to set you up in receiving more care, compassion in either places of work and or in communities and relationships. So that's what I have here for you, Pisces. Let's see what your overall ending oracle will be in terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart. Really strong Aquarius. You have Pisces, you have Cancer, Aries, and Leo. So let's see. Your ending oracle from the Starseed Oracle is Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, Child of the Cosmos. Here we go. I'm going to read this interpretation from the book. There is a mysterious force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and the seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you too. Oh my gosh. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there well beyond your last. It's the part of it's the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender to it, because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will. It's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from this pulse of life and fall into the pattern to believing that we're separate or feeling the need that we must go at something alone. We feel isolated and as if we need to figure things out for ourselves to rely on our own strength. You're being called to remember that the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells. To remember that you're a precious child of a loving, gentle universe. That you have access to all of the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities that there ever were, are, or will be. And to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you do too. And that's exactly what's happening here. You're remembering the intelligence that lives inside of you. Just how it said, the tides know when to come and the tides know when to go. When I envision Pisces energy, I envision an ocean. So I envision waves when the tide knows when to come in and the tide knows when to go. And that metaphor for this reading just is perfect. And it's even crazier that you have Metatron giving you this go with the flow paddle on card, where there's literally somebody in a boat in water. So you are getting closer and closer to living out what makes you happy instead of just, settling. Really. So thank you, my beautiful, wonderful Pisces, for being here and for watching. This is what I have here for you for the day. Remember, time is fluid. And don't force a reading to fit. Come back at the end of the day or a couple days later. See if it matched anything that you went through or thought of or experienced. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you get alerts from the channel of new readings. So thank you, my beautiful, wonderful Pisces. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.